Welcome back to Character Select. It is still day 5. However, there has been an epic training montage that was not recorded because I'm a dingus, where our stats have all increased massively.
You dingus.
So we are now super badass.
It's also nighttime and it's time to hit the club.
I must be sure to consult the astrologer about the fire elemental. It is must certainly be a bad omen.
We already beat
This is
it.
where you're supposed to find out about the astrologer, but we already know. Saurus stuffed with grapes and saffron rice and honeyed rabbit. Okay.
Saffron's expensive.
Is it?
It's incredibly expensive. It's one of the most expensive foods by weight. You know what it is, right?
No, actually, I don't.
It's the pistil of an orchid that's dried and put into jars.
Jesus.
Pretty sure it's an orchid.
You awaken much refreshed as the sun begins to rise. So it's now day 6.
Oh, crocus. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. We are still quite badly injured from our strenuous workout. We don't have nearly enough of our mana back yet, but I did buy some spellcasting pills.
Spellcasting enhancing drugs.
Yep.
Just say no, kids. Just say no.
Hey, if it expands your mind, it's probably THC.
Or mushrooms.
Yeah, could be.
Magic mushrooms. That's what they
All
put in them Lucky Charms to make them magically delicious. Marshmallow shrooms.
1,000 thanks for defeating the Thing of Fire. We were forced to flee for our lives when it set the stand of Chica aflame.
You mean the annoying Italian guy?
Yeah, where did he go?
Probably fucked off into his own ass.
The strange man decided to leave town with his friend of the golden hair and strange social behavior. He said something about going to Fredonia. That's a reference I do not get.
Fredberg?
Feel free to point it out in the comments below if you get it, though. Alright. So, this is actually a day off if you manage to kill the fire elemental right away. Technically, you have 2 days to kill the elementals, so this is day 2. If you don't do it by the end of the day today, then you're fucked.
Hooray.
But, we're just say this is training montage. I'm actually going to fight something.
Some brigands?
Or a scorpion.
And burning thatched roof cottages?
Thatched roof cottages! But I've been doing most of the fighting off screen, and now I'm actually kind of decent at it because my skills have gone up. So, just, assuming that something actually shows up, what kind of desert is this? Other than a trackless one. Anytime you're ready.
It's like if you look at how the background is colored or whatever, it looks like this is like a sound stage. Or like
I'm just walking off the left on here we go.
I mean like the background is like just a big like matte painting.
Yeah.
On like a big board or whatever. Or it's like the ending to Blazing Saddles.
This thing could very easily kill me.
Yeah, if you suck.
Well, see the crazy tail?
Scorpion. Yes, it's what all scorpions have.
If you have taken a poison cure pill, then you can survive being struck by that once. If you get hit by it a second time, it instantly kills you with no possible way of surviving it.
Hooray!
Unless you take another pill.
Now stab yourself with the tail.
Maybe not. But the crazy thing is the scorpion is ridiculously deadly because it's obviously harder to kill. Mm-hmm. But in the original DOS version of the game, there was a bug where the scorpion had a specific way of signaling that it was about to attack you, which was shaking its tail, and then it would grab you and hit you with the tail.
Right.
The poison cure pill was supposed to protect you from that once, but every single time that tail shook like that, you would be immediately informed that the poison cure pill is just worn off. It's like, what? Every time.
That sounds lovely.
No, let's just get 3.
You're low on cash, dude.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm about to get a whole bunch of it, so...
Are we going to, like, sell someone's kidneys?
Well, I mean, they're not using it. Okay. So that gets us some plenty of pills. No, basically what happens is every time you save the city...
Uh-huh. Right, Mr. Wizard or whatever the leader is like, oh, I'm going to throw money at you.
The Sultan.
Yeah, that guy.
But he basically says,
marry my daughter, Aladdin, for saving us from the fire elemental.
Am I Sultan or am I Sultan?
I'm a Sultan.
Actually, it's not... Ooh, sign. What does the sign say? Maximum speed, 1.5.
1.5 what?
Exactly.
1.5 speed? Is that what you have to set the game to? Like, if you turn the speed up to, like, 2 times or whatever, does the police come and pull you over?
I don't know that there actually is units for the speed in this game. I know that we're going faster than the normal speed, but... oh, yeah. It's not really addressed in this game, but the Sultan does not have an heir.
Okay.
It's just one of those things that if you really dig into like the conversation trees and all that stuff, it's just something that people casually mention. Oh yeah, he doesn't have an heir. It's the emir of Razir does have a son who's supposed to take over from the Sultan.
But the city's been like disappeared.
Yeah. Where in the fuck are all the goddamn monsters? Jesus Christ. Fuck it. We're going to go kill a griffin.
Fight some griffins!
This is technically something that we don't need to do until much later, but we're going to do it now.
Hooray.
La 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 la, walk around the plant. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Why would you torture our viewers so?
Okay.
That doesn't look like a griffin. That looks like a chicken.
Well, griffin is a chicken.
No, it isn't. It's an eagle.
So,
a lion eagle.
So there's a whole bunch of different things that you're supposed... Basically, at some point in the game, we're supposed to come here and get a griffin feather.
Right.
There's 3 different ways to get it because there's 3 different classes. The fighter is basically strong enough to move the rock, and guess what? Because I super trained, so are we. The thief, I kid you not, actually gets a magical rope that lets him climb up here. And as a wizard, we're supposed to do this.
Why does that look so fucking stupid?
And we're done.
It's like a Michael Jackson's "This Is It" pose.
And then what you can do is you can attack the griffin by throwing something at it or casting a spell at it.
Magical chocolate pudding flowing down from the hills over there.
What?
On the previous screen, it was like chocolate pudding coming down the...
I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm going to go look. But yeah, you can attack the griffin, but doing so lowers your honor.
Yeah, that brown stuff in the background looks like chocolate pudding flowing down the mountain.
Maybe chocolate mousse.
Isn't that basically the same thing?
Pudding is thicker, I think.
Well, it's because mousse is made with like ganache mixed with whipped cream.
Yeah, probably.
No, that's what it is.
Yes, probably.
I'll beat you.
I mean, you'll try.
You're already beaten. Kenshiro.
Okay, so normally what we would be doing is spending a fuck ton of our time just training our asses off trying to get stronger and all that shit.
But we've already done it.
No, actually, the max you can get is 200.
Well, I know.
Your skills, but
I
we're not
know,
gonna get
but...
there. It's good that you've returned. There's much I need to tell you. Alas, never before have I read such troubling signs as those which guide you. Your future is very dark.
Blah, blah, blah. And the only way to save your future is to pay me money. I know your deal.
Darkness will lead you into a tomb. You will walk in fire, earth, water, air, and through temptation and at last into despair and desolation. Darkness will triumph unless you stop the last light. Maybe you should consider a new line of work and get out of this hero business. Have you considered accounting?
I've accounted for that.
So that's our fortune. It literally does not make sense until much later. But it does make sense eventually.
It makes sense in that it makes absolutely no sense.
Also, we're now done with the astrologer. We'll never go back to.
Hooray! We should have burned his house down.
What?
Because he had it coming.
Don't
say you don't agree, because you have to.
I don't agree.
Too bad, you do.
I'm trying to see if there's... Oh, I want to buy a potted plant. I want to call it Charlie.
What, for the Phoenix Wright thing?
No, the Phoenix Wright thing is a reference to Maniac Mansion.
Well, I'm just saying the plant's name was Charlie in Phoenix Wright.
It's very true, but it was a reference to Maniac Mansion.
I'm sure it was. A lot of that game is references.
Oh, Rakesh isn't here. Well, that's a shame.
Which makes me sad that we're not getting the one with Sherlock Holmes in it. Damn you, Capcom.
So, do you want to see what super buff training looks like? It's really stupid. Ding, 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 ding. This is me training my magical skills.
It's a shame you can't make like a macro for that.
Well, that was the good thing about the DOS version.
That you could make a macro for it.
Well, not a macro, but all of the commands were typed.
Uh-huh.
And F3, for those of you who don't know, in DOS,
F3 would pull up the last thing you typed. Yeah.
Repeat last command, and you just do that over and over and over and over.
What fun.
It was super easy. But what's going to happen now is that we have nothing else to do except train, and I'm not in the mood for that.
We could go catch a movie. Or go play some board games. Ooh, we could play children's card games.
Ooh.
Or
like what?
I don't know.
Candyland?
That's a board game.
But it's played with cards.
Well, I was thinking more of like Magic the Gathering Standard Edition or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or the Pokemon trading card game TM.
I've never played the Pokemon trading card game. I honestly have zero idea how that game is played.
It is played very similarly to Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, okay then. Hey look, it's night. So, after you've trained all of your skills that you want to train to the maximum level, this is what happens in the game. You wake up, you go kill something because, whatever.
Knockwurst and sauerkraut.
Blah, ugh.
That sounds delicious. Do you have any, like, whole grain mustard to go with that? Some pumpernickel?
Unfortunately, you never really cared for sauerkraut and knockwurst, but you were too polite to tell Shima that. You must admit the honey and lemons on the knockwurst aren't too bad, but the sauerkraut curry is a bit much.
They do like pickles in their curry, though.
But yeah, this is basically what you do once you've trained up all your skills and you have nothing else to do.
Take an actual vacation.
Yeah, you wake up, you eat breakfast, you go to sleep until night, you wake up, you eat dinner, you go to sleep until morning. We're kind of skipping that because, honestly, having your skills trained up to maximum level is not that useful. It's helpful, but not useful.
Well, I mean, it would help in the next game.
Nom 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 breakfast.
Now we can just lay around and get fat.
No, there's actually stuff to do now. Hey, send time for the poor? Sure.
Centaur for the poor?
I will give you all of my money. Because that gives me honor.
Hooray.
Except it doesn't. Honor is actually used... Oh, hey, look. And they ask, what is a hero? Though the answer is very clear. He's the one who faces danger when darkness hovers near. Hey, Poet Omar.
You again.
He will face the fiercest foe when another needs his aid. He will dare to defy death even though he is afraid. He works not just for glory, and he does it not for gain, but because he knows that others will be spared a greater pain. At least they made it rhyme. You know, they didn't have to do that, technically.
Yeah, but they could have picked a better rhyme scheme.
He won't always follow orders, for he dares to answer why, and unless he likes the reason, he refuses to comply. He will brave the battle boldly, even though he may not win. He will face his fate unflinching, for he is a paladin.
No, we're not.
No. It could be.
But I mean, the AABB rhyme scheme is like the Dr. Seuss rhyme scheme. It's like freaking easiest nonsense in the world. You could have picked a better scheme.
Oop. Then if we go back, he's gone. Oh, but he left his purse. You pick up the purse and open it. It's 6 dinars and 25 centimes. It also has a small scrap of paper with the words quelling chaos from Shapir, driving darkness from Razir.
Is that a Magic the Gathering card?
No.
Damn it. Because there is a card called Burning Cinder Fury of Crimson Chaos Fire, which is hilarious.
What?
Yeah.
It's way too complicated. You have saved the city with your courage and your resourcefulness. The land of Shapir is indebted to you. By order of the Sultan Harun al-Rashid, I have been asked to give you this reward for your actions. Hey, 50 dinars. We are truly fortunate that you came to this land.
50 dinars? That doesn't sound like a lot.
It's $50.
I mean, thank you for saving our city from a magical demon thing. Here's $50.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like maybe 500 would be good, but I mean, whatever.
Well, there's a reward of 1,000 for saving the city of Razir.
I mean, even then, that's like nothing.
Yeah, we're not going to see a dime of that because the game will end as soon as we get it. Yes, fucking.
You've already no.
So, if you're a thief, by the way, you should totally open this purse and steal the money in it. Everybody else should just give it back when they get the chance. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back and we're going to sleep till nightfall.
Uh-huh.
Then we're going to go out into the darkness and face the dangers of the night. And it's going to suck because Jackalmen and ghouls suck balls.
Are we going to be working on our night moves?
No, but we are going to set a few night traps. Watch out behind you.
That game is so bad.
Never played it. Anyway, next time on Character Select, we're going to go out into the darkness and fight some monsters. So, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And Tyler, what do you have to say for yourself?
Honeyed lamb?
Honeyed lamb.
I can dig it.